stay up out the way, don't get your shit splat. Stop, let this shit slide and get your lick back. And get your lick back, get your lick back. If a nigga owe you something, ain't no chit chat. Better stay up out the way, don't get your shit splat. Stop, let this shit slide and get your lick back. And get your lick back. I feel like I'm JX. J-Way. I'm a perfectionist. Adderall got me restless. I'm gone. Run with a wild crew, they get reckless. Young boy, come up off that neck. Give me that. To the trends. See a lead, be the band.
Good evening and welcome to another episode of Bleachers to Speakers. We are here with another post-game show. The Lions handle business today in Detroit. They beat the Tennessee Titans 52-14. And interesting ball game. Who we got in the building? My dog Jody Joe in the building. A little late, just got back from a tailgate. But yeah, interesting ball game. Started out a little rocky on the defensive side. A strong, complete effort from a lot of different players. Jared Goff didn't have the best game in the world. He only had 20 yards passing going into the half, I believe. He ended up with 3 touchdowns, but he still only had 85 yards passing on the entire game. I think he only played 3 quarters as well because Hendon Hooker got quite a bit of work. But yeah, we had a passing catch from Montgomery. You know, Ben Johnson, just when you think that he's pulled out all the stops and done it all, he brings out even more wrinkles into the offense, and you just don't know what you're going to see. So when we look at the box score here, Jahmyr Gibbs was the more effective runner. He had a long run, a pretty long run. I don't know how long it was, but Jahmyr Gibbs had a really long run, and he ended up 127 yards. Montgomery did have a rushing touchdown to go along with his passing touchdown, but Sam Laporta got on the board. Khalif Raymond had a receiving touchdown, but I think he had a punt return touchdown as well. Or no, I think the touchdown that he got was a punt return one. Brock Wright had a touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown had one on the goal line as well. The biggest, what really swung the momentum in the ball game was the special teams. We had a long kickoff return by Dorsey, and we had a punt return for a touchdown. Well, we had several returns by Khalif Raymond, but he had a touchdown on one of them. And yeah, that was a big that was a big factor. And then we had a couple interceptions. Trevor Nowaski got an interception. Kirby Joseph got an interception. And yeah, the pass rush. I saw somebody kind of post about the pass rush. The pass rush was pretty good, although we only got 1 sack. Alex Anzalone had a sack, but early on in the game, the secondary struggled. Calvin Ridley had the game of his life. He had over 100 touchdowns. I mean, 100 yards receiving. 143 yards. Westbrook had a touchdown as well, but most of that action was early on in the game. I think we went into the half at 35-14, and they obviously didn't score another touchdown for the rest of the game, not even in garbage time. So we kind of tightened things up, but it was shaky. It was shaky early. I knew that Mason Rudolph was going to make some mistakes. I made a prediction that we were going to get an interception from one of our corners. That did not happen. I also predicted that we would only score 34 points. And I say only, lightly, because we ended up, 34 is a lot of points. My prediction was 34-17, and we had 35 at half. So there goes that. But hold on 1 second. I want to share this out to the world. If you are watching Jody Joe, if you are watching, share that out to somebody. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. because I was at that tailgate party and I was like, man, I got to go back and do this post game report. But yeah, the Lions. So when it's all said and done, the Lions are are solely atop the NFC North in the standings. And I saw that the Packers won today. They were able to squeak out a victory, so they're right behind us at 6-2. And the Vikings, I believe, have a bye, and the Bears play at, I want to say it's a Monday night game. They got flexed into either Sunday night, or a Monday night game. So that's that. Riding cheese next, absolutely. My boy, MC Detroit fan in the building. Yeah, we got the Packers coming up, and I think that is in Green Bay, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here, Lions, Packers. Yep, first game is in Green Bay, and then we play them in a month from next Sunday in Detroit, December 5th. So, and that is a night game. So I don't know if that is it's a night game. So it's either a Sunday night or a Monday night game. But yeah. Mr. Detroit fan says Brad better make a move now. Another game of the edge rush was MIA. Yeah, you're right about that. I think Levi Onwuzurike had a pretty good game. I at least saw him one time get a pressure. Cincinnati, MC Detroit fan, Cincinnati lost, so I really hope we can get Trey Hendrickson. Yeah, that'd be great. I would love that. I would. I mean, I don't necessarily need the big name, but I do want a guy that can threaten, that can command a double team. Right now, you do not. I mean, the Tennessee Titans just weren't very good. They kind of, revealed some fool's gold early in the game, and they kind of exposed Terrion Arnold, especially. But ultimately, we just made things look really. We made it look really easy. So, yeah, we made it look really easy. Jahmyr Gibbs was definitely active today. And by the second half, we pretty much were in control of things. They got Jared Goff up out of there, which I like. And it's another game where you just don't know who to stop. Tim Patrick and Allen Robinson didn't really do too much, but yeah, Leaf was active. Brock Wright had a touchdown. Laporta had a touchdown. We really it was really a complete game, and this was a game where Terrion Arnold had 7 tackles. Now, when your corner has 7 tackles, he's getting burnt out there. Bringing in Hendrickson is not to replace Hutch. If anything, we can finally solve that second edge rusher that we've been needing. Absolutely. That's the most appealing part about it. Not so much that he's going to come in there and replace Hutch, but the fact that we're going to have 2 viable edge rushers on both ends that can, meet at the quarterback when it's all said and done. Let's get to the first break here. Probably won't be too long of a show, guys. So yeah, there's not really a whole lot as far as the box score is concerned. We had 1 sack, just Alex Anzalone, and we had a couple picks by Curb and Trevor Nowasi. Trevor Nowasi continues to be a godsend, and check out his player profile. That's on the page as well. But yeah, that's a local guy. He's from Canton, Michigan, and he went to Saginaw Valley State. Khalif Raymond getting Special Teams Player of the Week. Absolutely, no doubt about it. And it's crazy because I really feel like our special teams has been lacking, or just has been quiet as of late. Obviously, with the new kickoff return rules, I think it's limited everybody, but that was one of the better returns I've seen in general. So yeah, and then we had a couple good returns. Some of them, didn't quite turn into touchdowns. But I don't know, Tennessee just wasn't very good. We were better than them in all aspects of things. Certainly special teams. We defended better. We locked things in after after some early trouble, and offensively, of course, we had how many touchdowns can you get? What is that? So I know we had a couple kicks, but you score 52 points, man. 7 times 7 is 49. So if we had one kick, that's 7 touchdowns. Yeah. One field goal for 51 yards. Wow. Jack Fox. Can't say enough about the special teams in general. 51-yard kick from Jake Bates, and Jack Fox averaged 61 yards per punt, including 3 that landed inside the 20. I mean, what more can you ask for? As far as what the rules are, it's just a new setup where it's to protect players. It's to keep from all the violent tackles, but basically the kickoff team can't start running until the player catches it, and then it's just a new alignment. I'm not the person to describe it, but it's just a new alignment. It's safer, and it's just a lot more. It's not as fast, basically. MC Detroit fan, the first quarter and a half of the second where we were partying with our food, playing with our food, partying with our food. Yes. Yeah, we came out the gate a little sluggish. I can't really speak to what that's about, but yeah, we got to business. We showed that we were the better team, and it wasn't even close. By halftime, it wasn't even close. We were up by 3 touchdowns. So yeah, good win. Yeah, you got to protect the house, and you got to beat teams like Tennessee. When you're 1-5, you do not want to get them back on their groove. You want to beat those teams like you beat the Cowboys. We beat the crap out of the Cowboys. So yeah, I'm happy with it. It's once again more good momentum going into that Green Bay Packers game, and that Green Bay Packers game is for first place because yeah, the winner the winner goes to. If we win, we're 7-1. If they win, they're 6-2, and we're also 6-2, and they have the edge as far as the head-to-head, the head-to-head game. So very big game. I want to say Love got hurt and didn't come back in that ball game. So, I don't know how serious of an injury it was, but I know it was on his leg. This is the Lions' first ever win against the Titans. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, we know that the Titans are a newer-ish team because they were the Houston Oilers, but that's crazy. And of course, we don't play the Titans very much, but that's wild that's the first time that we beat them. That's actually the 6-1 record is the best record we've had since 1966. Because I want to say we started at through 6 games. I think we were 4-2 last year. So yeah. Let's look at why not? Let's look at the Titans. Okay. So like I said, the Titans have a pretty solid running game. Tony Pollard, once again, we hold the team, we hold them under. We were able to hold them under 100 yards rushing. Well, maybe not as a whole. I don't know how that works. I don't know if it's the individual or if it's as a whole, but Tony Pollard ended up with 94 yards rushing. So a pretty solid game from him. Like I said, Calvin really had the game of his life. He had 10 catches for 143 yards, and then they kind of spread out the rest of the efforts. Westbrook did get a touchdown. Quandre, I didn't realize that Quandre Diggs played on their team, but yeah, the defense was pretty tough early. They had 4 sacks. We were definitely struggling. Arden Key had 2 sacks. And I want to say he was on he was the side of Taylor Decker. I heard people saying that Decker maybe still is injured, maybe, but yeah, that protection was an issue early on. But we were able to weather the storm. So let's see here. Anything else worth of note? No interceptions, but I think we did fumble. I know Goff fumbled a couple times, but he was able to get the ball back. But yeah, Let's look at the upcoming schedule, and then we'll probably get up out of here. I just wanted to give you guys a little post game. Shout out to everybody in the building right now. That's a good stat though. First time we ever beat the Titans. That is wild. So we have the Packers in Green Bay coming up. That's going to be a huge game, and then we have the Texans in Texas coming up. So we got a couple. Wow. Yeah, we got some home games coming up down like towards the end of the year. But yeah, we have the Texans. We're going to Green Bay and to Houston for the next two games, and then we come home to the Jaguars, and then we're back on the road again to the Colts. So when you look at what we have coming up, Packers is definitely going to be a tough ball game. Texans could be a tough ball game, but the Jaguars and Colts are and then we get into our NFC North stretch. We got the Bears at home and then the Packers at home after that. So long season ahead. My boy Troy in the building. We went to work today. We put belt to that ass. David Montgomery with a touchdown pass. Who had that? Yeah, nobody. I needed Laporta. I needed Laporta to cook. And so he had that catch and down at the 1 yard line. So that was tough. But Montgomery to Laporta. I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card going into the day. But overall, good ball game, good effort on both sides. Just got to get more of a pass rush, and we got to clean things up in the secondary. Ben Johnson has something new every week. Absolutely. Yeah, they said Sewell was throwing passes in practice, so you never know. That time when they least expect it, and when they least expect it, you could possibly get a Penei Sewell pass. And ain't no telling who it's going to. Might be going to golf. Might be going to Brock Wright. Like, there's just no telling. Just a complete effort from everybody, and we are stacked. Aaron Glenn was mad at Kirby in the beginning of the game. Yeah, I saw them get into it, but I want to say it was after an interception. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that was about. They'll work it out though. One thing about it, you beat a team by that much, all is well. All is well. We'll get past the little minor technicalities when you handle business like that. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else to talk about. We kind of covered the NFC North. Packers won today. The Bears play either tomorrow at either tonight later on or tomorrow on Monday Night Football. And the Vikings the Vikings didn't have a bye. They lost to the Rams on Thursday. So yeah. We can probably watch Kirby go off against Green Bay next week because of that. Oh yeah, he loves playing the Packers, but more so because of Aaron Rodgers. But Kirby, yeah. Even despite whatever happened, however it went down, he still had an interception today. I didn't see a lot of. I was kind of off and on watching the game, so I wasn't locked in. But I didn't see Brian Branch too much, so he's due for another ball game. But we got to find a pass rush. It's got to happen. Obviously, Pascal didn't play today; he was sick, so we were that much more shorthanded than usual. So, but yeah, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. The Lions win again. Shout out to GMAC Cash. We will be back. Actually, me and June will be hosting the NFC North show on Thursday, more than likely. So I need you. I need my Lions faithful in the building to hold us down. And always a good show when we win. That is for sure. Subscribe to Bleachers and Speakers on YouTube, and please check us out on all audio aggregators. Same thing. Bleachers and Speakers. It's your boy Foss. Shout him out. Up. I'm up.